The Battle of South Mountain erupted on September 14, 1862, when elements of the Union Army tried to drive the Confederate rearguard from Fox's and Crompton's Gap and break through the western side of the Blue Ridge Mountain. General Lee had just marched into Maryland earlier in the month, looking for supplies and recruits for his planned invasion into Pennsylvania. His troops were resting in Frederick, Maryland. General Lee issued Special Order No. 191 to divide his army with those of General Stonewall Jackson and send him to capture Harper's Ferry. Lee marched his troops over South Mountain as a diversion. However, the Union Federals got their hands on General Lee's order and took pursuit. They would encounter Lee's rear guard on South Mountain at Fox's Gap. In today's episode, I am joined by Scott and Shawn, where the first skirmish encounter took place. Next week, we will cover the Battle of Compton's Gap. Stay tuned. We're on site, and we are in the state of Maryland. Now, does Maryland have a motto or a moniker? You know, some states do, like Wild and Wonderful West Virginia. Virginia is for lovers. Does Maryland have anything?
I know their state game is like jousting.
Jousting. All right.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Crabs.
Maybe Maryland isn't known for any special thing.
Maryland.
But anyway, I'm here with Shawn and I'm here with Scott, and this is Shawn's permission. And Shawn, we are at looks like a very old historic site here. I see some Civil War signs right down here, some placards, and I see a really old church over there. I'll try to get some pictures of this for you guys on the video so you can see this, but it's beautiful looking. And we've got a pretty large lot here, but it's mostly a hillside, right? Mostly a mountain.
Yeah.
And we're looking for Civil War stuff, Civil War artifacts.
Or older.
So what is this place? What's the name of this place?
This is the Old South Mountain Inn. You'll see it on the old Civil War maps as the Mountain House.
Okay.
So it's a period house. It's been here a long time.
Okay. And what are we looking for here?
Well, this was in the Battle of South Mountain on September 15th, 1862. There were a series of gaps here along this mountain, and this would have been Turner's Gap. So just a lot of activity, troops moving in and out of here. Yep. Not a whole lot of action on this site, but a lot of troop movement and, you know.
So the potential's here.
Oh yeah, definitely here.
And we're going to look at two places today. So we're going to look here. We're going to be here for some time, and we're going to look at another place depending on how well we do.
Yeah, we headed to Burkittsville a little bit later today.
Burkittsville. Okay, so Burkittsville. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie called The Blair Witch.
That's right, the Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch. If you've never,
that's where we're going.
That's where we're heading to, is over there where the Blair Witch, and maybe we'll come across the Blair Witch.
Spooky.
Something spooky.
The place we're going
is the first time for something spooky.
It's right in the movie. The place we're going is right in the movie. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, you guys, stay tuned. Whatever we find, we'll let you see. See you in a bit. All right, you guys, I just got up on the hill. I got a good hit. Where is it? Solid 18, 19. Now that's bullet range. It could be a shell casing, or it could be a lead bullet. And I'm going to dig that, and I'm going to do it live, but I'm going to let you see I'm right here, literally just feet away from this thing, and it's got a huge pole, and my detector is going crazy. I've had to reduce the sensitivity of it because it's just, this thing is interfering with it. But anyway, enough of that. Let's see what we got here. Right there. All right. Lots of rocks. All right. Oh look, it's like crystal quartz. That's quartz. All right there. All right, you guys, this ground is rock hard because we are on top of a mountain here I did pull it out. I did get to it. I pulled it out, and I'm going to let you see it. This is part of the hub of a wagon. This would be the what they call the cannon axle. So the cannon axle would be here, come through here, and the hub would come right through here. And so what that is a piece of an old wagon. And you can see here, I don't know if you can see, it's beveled in. And so this would fit over the wood of the center of the axle of a wagon. All right, that's the time period we're looking for. Let's keep going. All right, you guys, I pulled the plug and popped it. It's in the dirt, and it was a very, very faint signal. I probably should have brought you guys out so you could hear it before I dug, but it's in these rocks. You see how rocky it is right here? It's hard to dig, hard to get down to. It was just a faint, faint signal, and it's right in here. You know, 16, 18, it's still pretty jumpy, but I see it. I see it right there.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a button. Cool.
I think it's a button. Old stuff is here. Still got the shank.
Yeah. That's pre-Civil War. It's not a Civil War, is it?
No, it's older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Like
it's pre-1820.
Yeah. Very good.
Second plug, second object.
Lucky day. You're lucky day.
It's you, Scott. It's you.
Here, let me show you mine. Okay. I got a shotgun shell and a piece of iron. Okay.
Hey, wait, that looks familiar. That's interesting.
It's old.
Yeah.
Piece of iron.
Yeah, and that's been forged that way.
Yeah. It's some kind of.
Like an auger almost. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty
as cool as a button though.
It's not a button.
Not as cool as a button.
All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is actually a wall. You see the stone stacked up right here? It's stacked up all the way across here. I'm gonna swing in here, and it's kind of strange to see this on this steep hillside, but there's the gap right there. Right there below us is the gap. So if there was some soldiers standing here, you know, or behind this wall, shooting down there, and I don't know if you could see, right down there is the plaques for the battle. So there could be something up in here, but that's peculiar to me. So we're gonna swing right here, see if we can't find something Civil War related. All right, you guys, my third plug, I found a piece of lead. And I think it's modern. I have to let you see because of that right there. But it's got age to it because you can see the white patina on there. And I don't know what bullet it is, what kind of bullet it would be for that to be all lead. And I'll let you hear that. It's a real low grunt. See? 11, 12, 11, 12. And some of these signals, you know, it's you may not dig these up, but if you don't dig them up, you're going to miss. I mean, that's lead, and Civil War bullets are lead, and small bullets you absolutely could miss if you don't dig low signals like that. And I am using my MindLab 800 on this detection. And I have got my sensitivity all the way up because I want to hear anything in the ground here. And there's lots of chatter in the ground. There's lots of stuff in the ground. And, you know, I had Scott come down and actually run his machine over this to see what it reads on his CTX. And he's got a CTX 3030. We're gonna work ourselves over this way on the bank, and hopefully we'll get some Civil War era stuff. It's okay, it's lead. I'm happy with that. Let's keep going. All right, you guys, I got another hit here, and it's low. It's a low grunter like I just found right over there. Right over there is where I found that lead bullet. I don't know what age it is. I don't know what it is. I got another one here, and I'm going to dig these because I'm actually looking for lead. You see that? It's real low. Real low. I think it's right in here. And let me see, let me pinpoint it. Right there. Let's dig that up. Lots of rocks. All right. Let's see if we got her. All right. Okay, so it's another piece of lead, and it's probably come off of a bullet. There's lots of rocks in here, so it probably skipped off of a rock and it flaked off, and that's okay. It's old, that's what we're looking for, and we're looking for lead or buttons or anything else, but definitely lead is a good find. Let's keep going. All right, Scott's on the board. We're gonna go up and take a look at what he found. And again, we're looking for anything Civil War related. And up here, we're looking for bullets, and he thinks he's got one. All right, Scott.
It hit hard, but you can see the lube grooves in it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, way to go. Yeah, you can see where it scuffed the ground. Hit right into these rocks.
Yeah, I mean, it hit the... I mean, I thought it was going to be lead, but then you found that other lead thing, but when I saw those grooves right there,
yep,
that was enough to say, okay, yeah, that's a mini.
Oh, I'm digging all lead. And that just shows me it's here.
Yeah, yeah.
Way to go.
All right.
Congratulations.
Well, we got one.
All right, I just popped the plug and pulled it out, and it is lead. It is lead. Boy, it got smashed. Kind of looks like that other bullet I found. It's real muddy. All right, we'll bag it. I can't tell. We'll bag it and keep going. But it has that low grunt that lead has. All right. All right. Scott's got a signal. It could be shotgun shell range. It could be lead. It's that same kind of tone. It's reading about a 12 on my lab. The same on yours?
Yep, yep.
Okay. We're going to see what he pulls up right here. Well, you got the perfect shovel for this.
Yeah, this is tough digging.
Yeah. It didn't sound too deep. Yep, that's it. I think it's it, right? Is that it? Right there.
That flat thing there, I bet.
Is it a button?
It's a piece of
lead. I've been finding a lot of flakes of lead. That's lead.
Yeah.
It's a flake of lead.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of those in here for some reason. Just flakes of lead.
I guess all these rocks, they hit the rocks and just busted apart.
Yeah, I've got half a dozen pieces of lead like that. Really odd, but I guess it's not when you consider how rocky this all is.
These rocks, you know, they hit that and just...
Yep. And the ground's kind of noisy. I mean, I hear a lot of those signals.
Call it a bullet.
Better than aluminum. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to head over to Burkittsville. We just got a little tiny area here to detect on this hillside, and it's really steep. It's really rocky. Shawn's already back to the car. Scott's heading back to the car. I'm heading back to the car. But I got a pretty good hit. I'll let you listen to it. We'll dig it together. It's right underneath this tree. And let's hope it's not a modern bullet. Well, right there. It's got a little bit of a grunt. But, you know, this ground has got a lot of grunts in it. Let me, let's try to dig this up. Hopefully it's not a brass casing. Oh, is that it? Is that it? That's a nut of some sort. I might have to set you guys up. It's really hard to dig with one hand. Okay, so it's right in here. There's a rock right there. I wouldn't think it's going to be below that. See, it's right here. That's it. What is it? Is it a bullet? Yeah, I think it is. All right. False alarm. All right, you guys, I'm just going to show you, we brought everything out for this site, and we were here, what, an hour? Yeah. Hour and a half, maybe an hour?
I lose track of time.
You lose track of time. Okay. I think maybe an hour. And we're going to be heading over to Burkittsville, Maryland, which is just right down the road here. And so, Scott, this is Scott's finds. I showed you the 3-ringer there, which is good. It's cool. I don't know what that is, Scott.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting, huh?
Piece of iron of some kind.
And of course that one's interesting. Isn't that cool? I don't know what it is. Auger? Looks like almost like a leather auger.
It's a pointy thing.
Pointy thing.
Pointy thing.
Your find of the day right there.
Yep.
And he knows what that is. And then of course I showed you everything I found. These are flakes of lead. So I got 4 flakes of lead and a flat button.
What about that? Is that lead?
No,
that's a modern bullet.
That's a modern bullet.
Yeah.
A little flat button. And that's what I found here in an hour.
That's my best. Best for the day for me.
Well, shows you that they were firing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it hit hard. Whatever it hit. And I think that's where all these flakes are coming from.
Yeah. I found this. Yep.
Because that's another flake of lead.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of flakes up there. I mean, I could hear my machine just hit grunting. I just didn't dig them. Not all of them. I mean, I started digging them. They were like that. And then Scott pulled that out of the ground. He's up there where the sweet spot was, up there.
That's cool, though. That's great.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
All right. All right, you guys, we're going to head down the road. We'll bring you back when we get there. See you soon. That is my first Civil War bullet on the day. It is a 3-ringer. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh. Oh, what's that?